Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all shapes and sizes, welcome to Matt's crib. That's the sound of me sitting on my cat. She's got a cold today. She's not really in a great mood. This goes out to Peter and Mark. You guys have been so great about showing some of your stuff that you guys have, and I've just been jealous as all hell. Like I wanted to get a video out that showed some of my cool stuff, but I hadn't figured out all the editing software that I had. Anyway, I kind of figured it out. As you guys have seen, some of my stuff has been put out there, so I figured, why not take the opportunity now to take you on a little wild ride through this crazy place. And yeah, that's not just any old green strange Martian guy. Of course, that is Yoda, complete with my Hunter Thompson visor, courtesy of eBay. He's rocking the Guitar Hero controller. Great game. Inside this cabinet over here, we have basically all my cool little Star Wars figures, and I'll try and get most of this in here. Of course, right off the bat, we see that I've got the Wrath of Khan crew. I even supplied Captain Kirk with his little copy of, what is it, Moby Dick? Tale of Two Cities? I forget. So, alright, over here we've got the awesome carbon freeze chamber that actually you can drop Han down into and kind of sort of freeze him, I guess, if you consider being trapped in a spandex coffin, frozen in carbonite. I supplied the background there. I made that and put that on some cardboard, kind of lends a little cool feel to it. Over here we've got the original Kenner Death Star, Star Destroyer playset, and I custom made the background, which is kind of a 3D thing where you can see the star field outside of the window. We got Darth Vader and the appropriate Imperial officers there as Emperor Palpatine is checking up. We've got a funny little figure here. This is Anakin after he has earned his Jedi robes, and for the record, I do not believe Episode 1 is a true Star Wars movie. I hate that movie, but nonetheless, Star Wars till the day I die. I got, in the background here, I've got the Tatooine skiff. This is a reissue of the original one that came out from Kenner back in the early 80s. The Darth Vader Episode 3 figure. And we've got Princess Leia. We've got Darth Vader kind of waking up from his sleep post-surgery. We've got Luke getting a smackdown put on him by Emperor Palpatine from Return of the Jedi. Down here, this is really where it's all happening. The lighting isn't great down here, but this is the scene from Episode 3 where Anakin and Obi-Wan start having it out on each other, and of course we've got Padme down here. Poor Padme is knocked unconscious. R2 sits patiently in the Starfighter. Smart droid not wanting to get out. Down here we have the best, most awesome playset ever made for Star Wars, and this is the original Kenner Death Star playset. And up on the top level we've got, all throughout the whole playset, we've got the newer figures. I don't have any of the original figures anymore, but you see that Han and Chewie are kind of trying to talk some sense in the Stormtroopers. We've got Luke and Leia doing their thing as they try to cross the light bridge. We've got Tarkin and the other Imperial officers, Mahdi and whatnot, discussing their plans for galactic domination. And of course, Alec Guinness and Dave Prowse have it out on the ground floor. In the background, you can see that I have put in a picture of the hangar with Millennium Falcon and R2 and C-3PO do their thing. I've got a lot of little odds and ends that would just make for a longer video. Back there, actually, that's pretty cool. That is actually Empire Strikes Back wallpaper that I had in my room as a child. But as far as this Death Star is concerned, I might as well show you this too. This is the original box that it came with, and I bought this in the late 80s for much cheaper than you're going to be able to find it today. And so it's in great shape. It's really awesome. And Kenner stopped making playsets. Actually, most toy companies stopped making playsets because they're just not. It's not really viable for the companies to make as much money on the playsets as they'd like. Up there we have the Millennium Falcon and the X-Wing. Let's see here. All right, call a spade a spade. These are dolls. Yes, I think some people would like to consider these large-scale action figures, but we're just gonna call them dolls. We've got Luke in X-Wing gear, a Tomy or Marmot produced Sand Trooper, one of the Sideshow collectibles dolls. These are very cool, expensive, and just awesome though. That's Ewan McGregor's character, Obi-Wan Kenobi from Episode 3. We've got Sean Connery, as seen in Goldfinger. Xenia Onatopp, played by Famke Janssen in GoldenEye. We've got Christopher Lee as Count Dooku. Boba Fett, the best bounty hunter that will ever be. This guy, I love this guy. This is my, I don't know if I want to get him down, but this is Indiana Jones. This is a Chinese knockoff called Relic Hunter that you can find on eBay from time to time. I've customized him quite a bit. He has been in one of my previous blogs. We've got General Grievous, Rick Deckard from Blade Runner, which you guys may have seen in one of my other blogs. Probably one of my favorite items that I own. And of course, a clone trooper from Star Wars Episode 2, another Star Wars movie that I hate. As a matter of fact, the only Star Wars prequel that I dig at all is Episode 3. And I like it, you know, and you know, if any of you people want to argue with me about it, fuck you, because I will go to town on you. I will make sure you understand why Episode 3 is truly a Star Wars movie, whereas the other two, I will agree with you, they're not. Of course, this needs no mention, we've got my Star Trek bridge that I have custom built. We've got a Master Replicas Stormtrooper rifle and a beautiful lucite case. That thing is probably the most expensive paperweight I will ever come across. And an R2-D2 beer cooler, which I jacked from one of my places of business, which is great. And of course we have a Jim Morrison charcoal drawing. That's actually that's the work of art right there. That is not a reproduction. We bought that from a high school fundraiser, and yeah, so if you took the glass off that thing and you smudged it all around, you'd mess up. Alright, so I see that my camera was trying to give me the finger there, so anyway, I'm going to be out. I spent too much of my time, too much of your time, talking about my cool, wondrous things, and if there's something you guys want to see in more detail, let me know, and I'll show it to you. So anyway, until the next time, I'll see you guys later.